Hey guys, welcome to my Dragunity Legion deck profile. Now this structured deck is the one I am most considering breaking the rules with. Normally, I only try to use 3 of whichever is available and combine them into a deck while including nothing else. But with the Dragunity one, a big part of me wants to add some synchros since I still do not understand why an extra deck was not included with this synchro focused archetype. I have not made any solid decision yet, but I keep throwing the idea around as doing so would give the tuners an actual purpose, so I'm open to suggestions. Now let's get into the deck. Starting with the monsters, I'm running 3 Dragunity Brandy stock. While it's equipped to a monster, that monster can attack twice. A good way to help the bigger Dragunities punch for some more damage, especially if you can also give them piercing. Next, I'm running 3 Dragunity Atlas. When normal summoned, you could summon a Dragunity from hand, then equip Atlas to it. And when Atlas is sent to the graveyard while equipped, you get to pop a card on the field. One little thing I learned in Master Duel with when sent to the graveyard while equipped, which I'm sure most seasoned players already know about, only the monster that's equipped has to go to the graveyard. Whatever it's equipped to has to stay on the field. I did not know that originally and kept wondering why Red Eye's Baby Dragon's second effect never triggered. The more you know. Next, I'm running 3 Dragunity Ducks. It gains 200 attack for each face-up Dragunity card you have out, and when normal summoned, you can target a level 3 or lower Dragon Dragunity in your graveyard and equip it to Ducks. Basically the on-summon effects of the first main deck Cyberdarks. There's not really a great way to spam much Dragunity cards in this extra deck, so the boost might take a while, but maybe the support that was announced not too long ago can help with that. Next, I'm running 3 Dragunity Legionnaire, same normal summon effect as Ducks, and you can send a Dragunity card in your back row to the graveyards to pop an opponent's face-up monster, and that's not once per turn, so if you have enough ammo, you can keep doing it. Next, I'm running 3 Dragunity Militum. Once per turn, you can summon a Dragunity from your back row. Not entirely sure how useful this is without an extra deck, but if you have a big Dragunity in the back row, this can get it to the field. Next, I'm running 3 Dragunity Tribus. When summoned, you can Foolish Burial a level 3 or lower dragon from deck. A good way to get the tuners into the graveyard to set them up for being equipped. But since it can be any level 3 or lower dragon, you could potentially splash this into something like Cyberdarks who love low level dragons in the grave. Next, I'm running 1 Dragunity Armor Mistletoe. You can special summon it from hand by sending a face-up Dragunity monster to grave, and when it's summoned, you can equip a Dragon Dragunity in your graveyard to it, and it can be any level, so you could equip a big Dragunity, then use another effect to get it back to the field. Next, I'm running 1 Dragunity Primus Pilus. When normal or special summoned, you can equip a face-up Winged Beast Dragunity you control with a level 3 or lower Dragon Dragunity from your deck. A good way to get the tuners equipped to get their effects online. Slight tangent, I really wish they would just make monsters say summoned instead of normal or special summoned. This is just something that irks me. The final monster is 1 Dragunity Armor Leviathan. You can special summon it from hand or graveyard by banishing a face-up monster you control equipped with 1 or more Dragunity cards. When summoned, you can equip a dragon in your graveyards to Leviathan, and when Leviathan is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one of the monsters that was equipped to it. Since there's no extra deck, this is basically the deck's boss, and while it's not awful, it does nothing on the field by itself, but at least it can be summoned a bit more easily than normal. Moving to the spells, I'm running 3 Dragon Mastery. All monsters you control that are equipped with Dragunity monsters gain 500 attack, and once per turn, you can equip a monster you control with a Dragon Dragunity from your hand. It's an okay boost, and if you were to have multiple high-level Dragon Dragunities in hand, this could help unclog things. Next, I'm running 3 Dragon Ravine. During your main phase, you could discard a card to either Rota a level 4 or lower Dragunity or Foolish Burial a dragon. This is still an extremely good field spell to this day, both in and out of Dragunities, though playing it in Archetype means you can use either effect. Finally, I'm running 1 Foolish Burial. You send a monster from deck to graveyard. Very simple card, but powerful enough to still be limited to this day, and that's likely never changing. Moving to the traps, I'm running 3 Bottomless Trap Hole. When your opponent summons 1 or more monsters with at least 1500 attack, they are destroyed, then banished. I feel having them get destroyed first really limits the cards due to so many monsters having effects destruction immunity, especially with the minimum attack requirement. But it's still pretty devastating when it goes off, especially against pendulum summons. Next, I'm running 3 Icarus Attack. You tribute a Winged Beast to target and destroy 2 cards on the field. A very well used card throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history and a great tool in the Winged Beast arsenal. Next, I'm running 3 Legacy of Yatagarasu. You either draw a card, or if your opponent has a spirit monster out, you draw 2. So 99% of the time, it's a Jar of Greed. And if you're extremely lucky, it's a slower Pot of Greed, which isn't going to happen often since spirit decks aren't exactly common. Next, I'm running 3 Mirror Force. When your opponent declares an attack, you destroy all of their monsters in attack. A devastating card back in the day that changed how players approached the battle phase for a while. It's very outdated nowadays being a battle trap, but its legacy cannot be dismissed. The final traps are 3 Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi. You tribute a wind monster to target an opponent's card and put it on the bottom of their deck. Not as permanent as, say, banishing it face down, but putting cards back into the deck, even if it's not shuffled in, is still very effective removal. And that's it for the deck. As I said, I've contemplated putting in an extra deck many times, even though that goes against the spirit of things. Do you think I should do it? This would be the only structure deck I'd modify like that, or should I just leave it as is? Let me know your thoughts. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on X, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.